Alright. Okay. Alright, so there doesn't really seem to be a problem of, like... Doesn't really seem to be a problem of hearing me over the... Of hearing me, like... Of hearing, like, the music over me. Because that's something... Yeah, because that's a lesson that I will... Right, because that's a lesson that I am going to learn from. That is a lesson that I will learn from after my video that I made on Candybug's video. Yeah. I realize now that in retrospect that I was a bit lackluster, to say the least, in terms of my critiques. Though the main reason why I don't just immediately stream, like on weekdays is because they're fucking weekdays. Though now that I think about it, it's probably gonna be like really harder to actually. It's probably gonna get even harder to actually like stream content. It's probably gonna get even like harder to stream content because I'm gonna have a new job. Quit your job. Yeah. I really do hope that the new job treats me well. Though it probably will. Let's see. How does Pokemon Emerald? Oh shit. Oh shit, it actually exposes. Okay. Huh. I did not know it exposes the program when I do that. Huh. What? Okay, now this. Okay. Alright. Oh, fuck. Window size. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Fuck. Damn. Okay. Gosh darn it. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Actually, let me close the program real quick. That was embarrassing. Okay. Yeah, there I am. Alright. A bit of technical difficulties, but I made it through it. Iris. Interesting title. Yeah. Yeah. My mom should really like learn how to lock sometimes. Is this a Megalovania remix? Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't expect a Megalomania remix. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, hi Ren, this is who the fuck? Are you doing good? I should go home very often soon. Goodbye. Alright, right. Okay. So I mean you're the first person like in here, so how are you doing, Iris? Iris the goth motherfucker. Just checking to see. Okay, things are running good. Yeah. The resolution might not be the highest though, because I don't know. That's just like a thing with OBS, I guess. Um. Okay. And like that's just a thing with OBS. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Crazy thing, I actually skipped the second. I actually skipped the second gem on purpose because, you know, free will. And I have that. I actually forgot where you get the TM for, like, Rock Smash. Challenge the Wiz. Oh no, my uncle lives from the bicycle. Lives across from the bicycle shop. Okay. Yeah, and I think lives across from the bicycle shop. You're not his uncle, are you? And he just went out for a walk. Ooh, I hear people. Rock Smash, dude. Huh. Cool. Dude, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna come back and then just completely... Oh, dude. He just left. It's gonna feel so satisfying just coming back and completely eviscerating Brawly's gym. Who should I teach Rock Smash to? It may lower defense. Yeah, that's not a guarantee. Yeah, that's not a guarantee, but there is like a stat bonus with can Blaziken learn Aerial Ace? Is Aerial Ace a move in this gen? Man, I forgot. My Pokemon Ball knowledge is is kind of abysmal. It's not all that stronger than Double Kick though. And Double Kick is pretty useful against like sturdier Mons, I guess. Or Mons with the ability Sturdy. Trying to learn Rock Smash. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it has a high crit ratio and it makes up for that, so you know what? That'll be fine. I'm sick. Been sick for a very long time, but dude, that sucks to hear, honestly. Yeah. As for me, you know what? Have you like I don't know, tried I guess this is a very Haitian solution, drinking tea. Yeah, I don't know. Drinking tea. I don't know. I'm just trying to help out, but yeah. I can relate because being sick actually fucking sucks. Especially being sick for like dude, especially being sick for like ages, that's gotta be miserable, I'm not gonna lie. Awesome, how are you? Please explain. We travel around everywhere interviewing all kinds of trainers. Thank you. You will describe your feelings about your battle, Sweet and Go. Yes. Oh. Okay, but don't give up. Say absolutely nothing, but they're like, okay. Well, alright. I actually got released. So, I actually got released from one of my jobs in real life because I think I mentioned this like on stream before. It said something about me being, I guess, snobby towards the customers and just like I made a mistake when counting up the money like at the cash register, but I was not notified about it and was just I'm not entirely sure if I said this on stream before, but if I made a big enough mistake at the cash register to basically get booted from the job, then I highly doubt that it was, that big of a deal to begin with. Don't poison me. It should have been... Okay. For grass types, okay. You seriously not gonna try that shit? Seriously not gonna try that shit on me again? Alright. Fastmon. I've been to multiple clinics, doctors, and I don't... And they don't know shit because they told me various things each time I went and I tried multiple things and still that's not... Let me see. Yeah. That's gotta be frustrating. That's gotta be frustrating. Well, maybe a nice chill stream will at the very least like help you with that. Not kill your illness, but just be something fun and just relaxing you can watch. But yeah, like they kicked me from my job because they said that I made a mistake at the register. I'm like, again, if it were that big a mistake, I don't think you would have just like kept silent about it the whole time and just like waited until I lost my entire job. Yeah, but I got rehired and my supervisor, my manager said that it's so weird. She said that I'd be working at the back, but when I actually came to work to do that, she said, oh no, we actually just terminated you completely. What the fuck? I get my job back. I then told that I'm gonna be given a different role, and then you just completely change your, and then you completely change your answer and says that I'm just gonna be doing something else. What the hell? So dumb. Especially since, bro, I was given the shift to work to begin with. It's like you guys took me on only just to tell me that? Like, you're gonna have just called me? And I thought about working for a good hour because they said that I'd get paid because of it, but eventually my self-respect kicked in and then I just decided, okay, I'm just not gonna be here anymore. Genuinely abysmal. Though I really do like the mall that my job takes place at. And it's very weird because I usually don't like go to those kinds of like large public spaces. I mean, the only reason why I would be at a mall of all places is just literally to get food. It's like if there's no food involved, then I'm probably just not gonna be there. But that mall has like so many like awesome things in there that I don't know. That the next time I get my money up, because they still have to pay me for one of my like past shifts, I'm just gonna go there. Sometimes I have illusions of grandeur of like going on a shopping spree, but I would actually need to learn how to save my money, which is like crazy because I'm better at saving Primo Gems and Genshin Impact than I am at saving real money in real life. which pretty much says everything you need to know about me. I am such a non-adult. I am such a non-adult that it actually hurts sometimes. Bah, 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 bah. Tell. Swallow was honestly a fire. Swallow was honestly pretty cool. Like, when I heard of its guts ability, I really wanted it on my team. Doesn't Slugma have flame body? I'll take the risk. If General So unironically gets burnt, I will be so surprised. Okay, okay, the chicken didn't get burnt. One of the most annoying things that I've ever been through when playing a Pokemon game is fighting a Pokemon with the move Static, and the moment that I get a hit in, like the moment that I get that last hit in, it just immediately paralyzes me. Like, what the fuck? Okay. I used a lot of my the gym fight with Watson had to be the most. It felt like a fight that deep down I could have won, but his Manectric just kept paralyzing. His Manectric just kept paralyzing my Kirlia, and I just couldn't do anything about it. I was like, I kept needing to like use Thunder Wave, and I was scared the whole time because I knew for a fact that the next time that it were to get like a quick attack in, because it used Howl twice, I knew for a fact that if it were to get a quick attack in, then like my Kirlia Pookie would just be dead. And it was so simple because I actually managed, when I actually got access to the game tokens, I was able to get Psychic inexplicably for some reason. I should have used Double Team, but still don't have Cut. It was so hard because bro was just moving different by the time he got like those 2 howls in. And I thought that because I postponed Pookie's evolution because I knew that she would learn Calm Mind, like the level after 20, right? Like at level 21 as a Ralts. But I guess it didn't really mean much. It just helped me out to delay the inevitable. And it is moments like those that I wished. And it's moments like those that I wished that those full restores were accessible early, but then that would make the game too easy. Though I could have just equipped my Pokemon with though you know what? Berries are very accessible. I could have just given her just a cherry berry and not have to go through all that shit. Like right there. Raspberry. I have not picked up a single berry in my whole playthrough. In this whole playthrough. Unless I'm wrong. Aw, dude, I had cherry berries on me. Should have used them. Speaking of berries, getting a Milotic was one of the most stress-inducing things ever. Well, first of all, just like finding the location of the fucking sea bass was one thing, but then there's just like maxing out its beauty, because once it's full, you can't feed it any more berries. And I remember spending like, I think an entire afternoon just trying to get, just a whole afternoon of my life just trying to get a fucking Milotic by first finding the freaking sea bass I needed, and then just like giving it beauty-based Poke Blocks so it could evolve. Noble probably knows Ember, so fuck. Okay, I knew it. No, what the fuck? What am I doing? Oh. This is a Come Along With Me remix. I have to tell you, trying to get... Man, I should have saved. Okay. I might actually replace Shedinja with Rayquaza, because as cool as a gimmick Pokemon Shedinja is, it's kinda not doing much, honestly. Do you goon to Cute and Funny? Yes I do. Brother, what is the title? Hey, Starblaze! One of my mods that never show up to my streams, ever. Yeah. I mean, there are some characters I'm pretty attracted to. I mean, when I was at an age where I obviously shouldn't have been looking at, like, content, I was looking at a lot of, like, Acerola and Lana from, like, Pokemon stuff. You know, I would play Pokemon Sun and Moon on stream, but I'm kind of worried as to how, like, that would actually run on my device. My very old computer, because I'm actually getting to the point where I can barely run Genshin Impact on it anymore. And I'm very scared that, I don't know. And I'm very scared that my computer will barely be able to run, because it's not like a fancy gaming PC or anything. It's just like a very basic, like, $100 computer I got, like, for Christmas a few years ago. It's like, when the day comes when I can no longer play Genshin Impact, that will be a very sad day, I'm not gonna lie. Is it going to kick the coughing? Is General So gonna kick the... See, this is what it... What the fuck? Okay. Just completely sabotaged you. Just completely sabotaged. Alright. Just completely sabotages their teammate. Alright, Harden is not gonna save you, bro. Oh, it has the ability Speed Boost. But yeah, I do goon to cute and funny characters. Adventure Time, yeah. Come Along With Me is fire. I love that song. Job made me adult so fast. Yeah. You know, every time I think about it, every time I think of like my struggles to like get a job and just like how my life is, I just constantly, I feel like I relate to the song Take Me Home. Wait, was it Take Me Home or... It was a song by Pink Pantheress, if I remember correctly. I'll make the most of my life till the day that I hit 25. It was that song. And just hearing the lyrics and just like hearing the lyrics of the song, that's literally me. Like, I'm not actually, like, part of me does not mentally want to be an adult, and I just want to be a kid. I just want to be, like, a perpetual child. My favorite Pokemon is Mimikyu, yeah. I love Sun and Moon. The storytelling and characters are kind of good and goonable. I think Mina is one of the more, like, underrated Poke Girls, because, dude, like, come on. It's a nonchalant artist GF. Like, how can you not love that? Hi, this is Linda. Linda, I don't know you. So I'm gonna be honest real quick. After my first gym battle, I kind of used the rare candy cheat to get my team to level 20. Because I did not feel like grinding. Because I did not feel like grinding all the way. And I don't know. I feel somewhat guilty about it, especially just seeing all the trainers here now, because I know for a fact that I could have just skipped Brawly's gym like I did and just be fine. No, I don't want your fucking number. Okay. Though one of my favorite you know what? Okay, let's let Spirit like actually do something. Holy shit. Psybeam. Yeah. Bro's causing an uproar. Of course it missed. Okay. Fury Cutter. Quick attack. Wow, that didn't do a thing. Damn, you're on your own, buddy. Though admittedly, Shedinja's moveset is kind of limited. I try avoiding using like potions like during anything that isn't a battle, because I don't know. I kind of want to save that for just like battles, right? Because I remember doing a Soul Link with a friend on Discord. Message. Twin lollies. Yep. Damn, Lolly got... I don't know if YouTube's gonna like get mad at me for having these like redacted messages be approved or anything, but I remember playing Pokemon like Heart Gold, Soul Silver as like a Soul Link with a friend, and something that really And something that happened that I really didn't like was the fact that I ran out of resources and needed to run back to town frequently. I felt, you know what? I felt like I really should have been like using... Yes. What? Come on, poison him, poison him. The one time I actually want to get like a status inflicted on me. But yeah, I tried, like I just kept running out of like resources, and I kept needing to like go back town. The one time I get poisoned and it doesn't even matter. I kept needing to run back to town because Like I'd never have like revives on me, and it really just like ruined the pacing of just the Soul Link. That, and my friend's a competitive player, and I don't know. I didn't really bother resuming because like needing to like, I mean, it's nothing against him, right? Like, you're allowed to play Pokemon however, but just like needing to just like have good IVs on every mon just isn't really like, I just kind of like, if my Pokemon has a good ability or like bad one, it's just sort of whatever, but right, you know, because I would like if, you know, you get starters with their signature ability, but you know, it's not really the end of the world if they don't. I'm gonna send, I'm actually gonna have Pookie out this time because, you know, Pookie has not done anything in a while. But I'm actually going back and playing some of the 3DS games of Pokemon because, I don't know, I just want to do it. Currently I'm playing Pokemon Pearl before I go to like Platinum. Though admittedly that's kind of redundant because this guy has no ball knowledge. Because admittedly that's kind of redundant because Platinum is just the better version. Fuck. Platinum's just a better version with a better Pokedex. Like, holy shit. Like, the only remarkable thing about Gen 4 to me, at the very least, is just the dex. No, not the... What? Okay. The only remarkable thing about Gen 4 to me is just the, like, physical special split and how it buffs a lot of older Pokemon, right? Because Pokemon like Absol, like, yeah, Absol's cool and all, but, you know, he doesn't really get to take full advantage of their stats until... Yeah, none of these mons really get to take full advantage of their stats until... Oh. Meow. Until, like, Gen 4. And it's kind of redundant, too. Like... I don't know. It kind of feels like, It kind of feels like that Gen 4 completed those mons, which, you know... That's something that I can like about Gen 4. But other than that, like, the dex for that region is pretty unremarkable to me. I actually want to stream Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire sometime, but my computer had issues the last time. Though it shouldn't have any, like, troubles now. Tent. May the greatest of teams. Oh, it's one of those things. Yeah, I don't really interact with these. Move tutors. New move taught to Pokemon. Wow, so even, like, the whole heart scale system existed then. Professor Cosmo, okay. One of the things that pisses me off is that, you know, Eevee has all these... Eevee has, like, all these, like, things they can evolve to because of their, like, unstable genetics. But they don't have unstable enough genetics to, like, have a varied move pool. There's a Lollymon fan game from years ago. I think the downloaded link is lost, unfortunately. Lollymon. I'm actually really curious as to what that is. I'm actually looking it up right now. A Lollymon on Android. Oh, it's one of those fan games. Okay. Who is Trainer Leaf? What is bro doing with that lick-a-tongue? Okay, Lollymon version 6. Adult Pokemon game. H-Scenes. Is that what they're called? H-Scenes? Ooh. Loot Corner. I might actually look into that sometime later. Yes, I'm that much of a freak. Fossil Maniac, guy who loves fossil. Do you want a fossil? But the fossil around these parts all belong to me. Oh my god. Same fucking narcissist from Mount Moon. Wait, there's like shit. There's like a stone collector somewhere around. I remember there being like a stone collector around somewhere. Sorry, I hit my mic. Fuck. He knew. I'm gonna get my health back. Yeah, I really want to. I have the Everstone on Titanium. I'm seeing the amount of experience Titanium is getting compared to. Seeing the amount of experience that Titanium is getting compared to Shedinja is actually putting into perspective that I probably shouldn't have. It's really putting into perspective that I need to give Shedinja like a wider move pool. Because so far, like, the scaling is a bit unbalanced. And, yeah. Oof. Though it's only recently... Though something that is... It's only recently that I've actually just been, I guess, going out to, like, different parts of the state I live in. Right? Because I live in a pretty massive area, right? And I live in a pretty massive area, but you know, I just didn't really get to see it, mostly just because of my mother, really. You know, because like growing up, like even when I was like 17, even when I was like 17, 18, like my mom would just like crash the fuck out, like if I went too far. I remember going downtown just to get some just to get some funnel cake. And I think I got lectured about, like, not taking, like, drugs from people. I don't know. And it's not even that I was, like, in an easily, like, influenceable, like, kid back then. You know, I honestly was. So I can't necessarily blame her for... So I can't necessarily blame my mother for thinking that, you know, he probably took drugs from people. No, I didn't. I wouldn't do that. Alright. Though I don't know how I'm going to fare against Flannery with my current team. Like, I don't know. Like, unless I somehow get a... Like, unless if I somehow get access to freaking, like, hydro pump, then it's more or less a lost cause. It's okay. It's okay to be weird. I'm proud of you for being weird. Thank you. Swear to God, if that poisoned me, I would have. I would have flipped out. Yeah. I'm reading your chat message. I'm reading your chat messages really late. Nuzzleaf. Okay. Shedinja will take this out like. Shedinja will take this out like one hit. Fuck. Okay. Hey! Shedinja's first ever official win. Running Shedinja's like it. Running Shedinja's an admittedly dangerous fucking game because the guy's so frail, you can just get like one tapped if your Pokemon just have like an unforeseen cover move. Okay. Okay. Please convert into Earthquake. Nature's power. Stun Spore? What the? What about the current environment? We're surrounded by grass. Oh, well, okay. In most grassy terrains, nature power turns into freaking... Okay, and I missed. Alright. Oh, boy. Grassy terrain just turns into Swift, which... Unless there's a lot of Stardust, like... in Hoenn's Greenery. I don't really see why it would convert into that move, specifically. Hmm. Hmm. 1 HP. Doesn't literally have 1 HP. Yeah. It's literally Sans. You know, I think I probably passed the... I think I probably passed the renamer, but if I had the option to name it, because Shedinja just shows up in your party, like, once you evolve Nikita. If I had the opportunity to name it, I just would have named him Sans. Probably not on the spot right then and there, but... Ugh. I was actually hoping to get poisoned there. My sweet Pookie is almost a fully fledged Gardevoir. Okay, honestly, just seeing... Recently I've been feeling motivated to rewatch, Pokemon X, Y, and Z. I don't know. Pokemon X, Y, and Z was literally my childhood, and I don't know. I guess it was my introduction to, Ash Ketchum. Right? Because I vaguely remember seeing, like, other Pokemon seasons when I was younger, but X, Y, Z made the most impression on me. I also remember this old content creator that I used to follow at the time, Pokemon Ranger Boy. And he would, like, make, he made these, like, funny, like, crack edits of, like, Pokemon episodes. And that's one of the highlights of my childhood. I don't know. You know, I would never go up to a YouTuber and say you were my childhood, because depending on how old they are, it would probably just make them feel ancient if I, a 21-year-old, just said, oh yeah, I used to watch you when I was in middle school. I used to grow up with you when I was in middle school. I don't know. I think that would just, like, put into perspective just, like, how, like, long they've been making content. And I don't know. I don't really want to put that... Fury's fucking... No. Yes, give up on learning. Okay. Let's see. Where to get blue shot? Can be found on Dang, so I'm not getting the blue shard until so I'm not okay. And you get Surf, like, right after you beat Norman, because I'm gonna have to, like, go to the abandoned underwater thing, like right before I think Slateport, to get the blue shard. Not blue shard, to get the water stone in general. Sans. The original English dub anime of the Pokemon movie were my first. Yeah. I think Pokemon was just, like, my first exposure to anime in general. That and Yokai Watch. Dude, Get a Po. It was such a vibe back then when I was younger. I remember listening to all of the variations of Get a Po. Dude, I remember listening to the variation of of the first season, of, like, the second season, and I was so excited, right? Because the Yokai Watch anime was, like, far ahead in the original Japanese dub than it was in English. So, you know, the English dub of Yokai Watch had a lot of episodes to catch up to, and I was like really waiting to hear, like, the English version of, I guess, Get a Po Train, which is, like, the second variation of that song. But they didn't do it. They just completely scrapped Get a Po from all rerunnings of episodes, and just, like, replaced it with a generic yeah, can make mischief everywhere. Like, they did the Pokemon thing where they just completely don't even bother with the original Japanese thing, which is just, like, it's so disappointing, because I wanted to hear like the other versions in English. Those yokai make life awry. Like that, like it's just like, dude, it was such like a happy thing. Though I heard that Yokai Watch doesn't really doesn't really like you don't really hear about it anymore, which is really upsetting. What's that? Generation 3. 3. Looking at the Generation 3. What? So it doesn't learn an offensive water type move until So Lombre doesn't learn an offensive water type move until level 49. Which makes me wonder if postponing its evolution might have been the better play. I'm on Bobapedia right now, and I'm looking at its learn set. No. Okay. It would have learned Rain Dance. It would have learned Mega Drain. Okay. Excuse me. Not the freaking best, but okay. Dang. Yeah. Dang. Maybe there's covers of the song in English. Oh no, there probably are, but I don't know. I just wanted to listen to it in English. Like the official like English broadcasting. Though I remember one dubbed Pokemon, though a Pokemon exclusive like intro was Pose, like the first outro song for Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, right? I remember like someone making a cover of the intro song and the first outro song of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, the singing in that video, it was not good, but it was I have such a nostalgic attachment to it that I'm frustrated that they removed it. It wasn't good singing, but it was singing because I eventually like grew used to it, and I eventually and I was like, dang, this is actually like a bop. Like when you like get over like how weird it sounds. And like I'm mad that like I can't find it on YouTube anymore. I tried using the Wayback Machine, but Wayback Machine don't work either. And that sucks. And that really sucks. Like I really wish I could listen to it again. Like even if it might have been a bit campy and like cringy, and honestly it kind of still is by like today's standards and like what I listen to, it's still like something. It's still something I hold near and dear to my heart. I don't know. Gens 6 and 7 were just really special to me from a nostalgia standpoint. someone on Twitter, you know what? Somebody on Twitter had this like really cool idea of like giving Pokemon like amped forms, and it's basically just like forms that represent like a Pokemon's like idealized, I guess, version of themselves. I don't know. Like I'll actually try finding the. Can I ask a question? Okay, Luna Doveliz. Okay, sure. What do you mean you were caught gooning? Can say that again? Yeah. Uh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I was. I think I was. I tried like being as discreet as possible, but you know, the person that caught me closed the door as soon as like they saw me, so they probably realized. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit was embarrassing. Let me see. Pokemon amplified. I can't spell amplified forms. I don't know if they got rid of it. I hope that they didn't block me or something. Fuck, I can't find it. Unless, oh boy. Oh no. Shit, okay. I guess Pokemon Dream Form? Right, because I remember this really cool concept where that a fan made where Pokemon just like has energy of like their dreams made manifests, and it was like referred to like a kind of form, but I don't know, maybe the artist, I don't know, maybe the artist got rid of it. That would suck because I really wanted to show it off on stream. Aw, man. Also, I wouldn't mind you making a video on Lollymon if you can somehow find the working download link. I mean, I would have to do, like, I would have to do heavy, I would have to, it would be heavily censored just so that, you know, just so that my YouTube would not get nuked. Because while I am, like, an 18+ creator, I also know that YouTube's not too kind to my kind, right? And they would nuke my channel. They would nuke my channel the first instance they see me. Whole channel gonna get decimated. You know, actually earlier today, I've seen someone like make videos on like really weird Loud House fanfictions. I watched 2 of his videos so far, and I don't know. It inspired me to make, I don't know. I guess it inspired me to sort of make my own thing with that. And I just thought it would be cool to like make videos on the most freaking outrageous Genshin Impact fanfictions that I come across. Shit, dude. Okay, I'm actually gonna get rid of you first. Oh. Green tea's actually faster. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Zangoose and Survivor, like going against those two mons like actually scare me. Because every time I look at them, I just see power. And also, I was playing like Ultra Sun too, and I realized like why people hate Whitney's Mill Tank so much. Because as soon as it gets a rollout, in, it is very hard to fight back against, let me tell you. That's understandable. You can censor if needed. Yeah. I don't think HP up would work on Shedinja of all mons. Ooh, my game's getting a bit laggy. I don't know. Maybe that's just because of my. Whoa, shit. Okay. Whoa. All right. I don't know. Maybe that's just because like all of my tabs being open. Yeah, maybe I should like close some tabs. Whoa. Yeah, I have not like turned my computer off in a while. I kind of want to see your reaction playing to it. Knowing me, I'm probably gonna have like not the most entertaining reaction really, but you know, I would definitely like to play it. I'm a paid artist. Do you need custom work like PFP, banners, overlays, thumbnails, emotes, character art, or 2D, 3D VTubers model? I would help. Can I show you my work? So I don't really need anything right now, but you know, if you have a Discord, you know, I could like message you after the stream, right? So you know, maybe like leave your Discord info on like in the comments, like when the stream like becomes a VOD, or just like leave it, or just like put it here now, right? Because that would actually be pretty cool to see your work. Shatter that boulder. Strength. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at my current team right now, and it kind of sucks ass. It's crazy that my strongest like Pokemon right now is literally an unevolved like cornball. Is literally just like an unevolved teenager. Yeah, type yours Discord in the chat. I actually forgot my Discord. Fuck. I actually forgot my Discord. I'm trying not to have too many tabs open because I know that's gonna like be like a strain on like the connection. On the connection of the device. You know, this is a little off topic, but I really do love Molly's device theory so much. Like, the device theory for Deltarune. It's just such an interesting, like, way to tackle the... It's such just, like, an interesting way of just understanding the meta aspect of Deltarune. I'm kind of apprehensive on, though admittedly I'm kind of apprehensive on putting my Discord tag on like the stream because, well, anyone can like see it. I mean I obviously have the ability to just like not accept like message requests, but you know what? Only 3 people are here anyway, so. Oh, well. Here's my Discord. Okay. shit. Alright, well, alright. I'll just open a notepad and just put that somewhere. L. Paste. So many stuff on my notepad, like, can just, like, dox me, like, instantly. Birthday. Sorry, it took so... Spyro, where the fuck have you been, man? Christ. Like, I was wondering, like, when you were gonna be like, okay, like, Autumn Plains is usually the one that's, like, hit or miss in terms of attendance. That actually rhymed. But you, man, like, you're usually on the dot. I actually got a little concerned when I didn't, like, see you around the time the stream started. I dropped my glasses. You're wearing them, dumbass. Though, admittedly, this is a fuck-up that I, too, often have. Because, holy shit. Wait, when do you get... Wait, exactly, like, when do you get the Performance Pikachu in, like, Auras, right? Because I kind of want them, like, on my actual, like, Auras team. In one of my playthroughs of X and Y, I kind of had to... Wait, I did heal my Pokemon, right? Yeah, okay. In one of my playthroughs of, X and Y, there was a specific team I wanted, but I needed to capture substitute Pokemon. So that, like, no one would just be, like, completely over-leveled, and that, you know, I can actually have, like, a full team of, like, more than one Pokemon. Right? Because, and also, I enjoy the achievement of just, like, evolving Pokemon, right? Because, like, I could, like, yeah, I can get Trevenant, but I also just want to... I also just, like, want to just, like, say that, hey, you know, I grew with the Mon in question. Anyway, God, I love Ecchi. Bro, this username is incorrect. Oh, what? Bro, this username is incorrect. Oh. Username's incorrect. What? Okay, maybe I'll add you. I was my computer charger broke, so I'm using my phone charger to charge both. Okay. Yeah, don't include the number. Oh, okay. Alright, so Luna, just, like, type that again and just, like, exclude the number. And I was also watching Summoned to Another World as a Demon Lord. I think I heard of that one. I think I heard of that one before. God, I love Ecchi. Yeah, me too. I've been hoping to get back into Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Yeah, something that I really want to do is, like, get back into, like, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Because aside from, like, Lana and Acerola, Kana, I think, was part of my, I guess, cute and funny awakening as, you know, one of those people. I don't know. I think I remember seeing, like, material of Dragon Maid before I actually like watched it. it's so weird. It's like I'm such a weirdo when it comes to stuff like this, but I kind of, before I even watched Miss Kabayashi's Dragon Maid, I made up like a whole plot like in my head about like, oh, dragons being sent to serve humans like every few thousand years so they don't destroy the world or something. But no, it was just like a calm, casual reverse isekai anime. And I loved it so much. Though one thing's for certain, a lot of the Doom posting a lot of the Doom posting I saw about season 2 was actually getting on my nerves. I think someone made a whole video where they just didn't like understand intimidate. Just like didn't understand like the lifeblood of Dragon Maid, and that's just like it just kind of pissed me off. Like, come on, dude. Okay, Maxie actually scares me here because I do not have a good type against whatever the fuck he has. Shit. Okay. Yes! Okay! Guts! Okay. Oh, shit. I was so hyped when I was so hyped. I was so hyped when Spirit got poisoned there. I'm like, yes! They actually get to use their ability for once. Ups attack if suffering, but nah. That fucking cool ass aura moment was stolen at just as quickly as it was taken. Kobayashi W anime, yeah. A recent good one is Mistress Kanan is devilishly easy. For summon as Demon Lord, basically Gamer gets summoned to this game world into his Demon Lord character, and he travels with his big titty elf princess and Catgirl adventure. Okay. What do you... Yeah, localizers including Gen Z humor in their translator. Yeah, okay. When I was watching Gushing Over Magical Girls, I can tell that the localizers definitely did something to the anime. Because, like, when I was looking at the subtitles for, like, Magia Sulfur, like, she was using... The language she was using was so, like, freaking Gen Z. Like, I could tell that something was, being altered. Fuck. And now Spirit is, like, out for the count. This is how I hop. This is how I hop. Though granted, I probably shouldn't be pushing my Pokemon this far, and I can just come back to these trainers and just like fight them later. Level 25, Spite. Yeah, double team is pretty good. Sure. It's like Sulfur was talking like so Gen Z. It's bad for the American being 100 girlfriends, from what I hear. My steak is too my steak is too juicy. Bad. Oh boy. Yeah, not very effective. Oh, but his speed fell. Titanium's defense stat is like no joke. I'm not gonna lie, like Aeron, like evolutionary line is one of the best defensive types ever. Like I was looking at its type, like in Pokemon database, and it's like it is a defensive monster. Yeah. Though, okay. Anyway, since I wasn't here for the explanation, what's this being about? Oh my god. I mean, there's not really much to it. I mean, I was just like looking at, looking at Pokemon stuff, and then one of my family members didn't knock, and they closed the door as soon as they realized what was happening. Thank God that they're not mentioning it and they're just like moving on from it, because holy shit, dude. I think it was partially like as embarrassing for them as it was for me, but I got over it fairly quickly. No. Better pack a burn heal. Freaking hate Magnemite. No, I like Magnemite. I'm just talking about all like the trainers with Magnemite. No, just like EVX trainer stuff. Are you Ebby non-binary too? Cause you have they them pronouns on your channel. Yeah. At least your sibling was not in a room with you, and has admitted to doing specific thing, even when you were in the room. Okay. I will not press further. Yeah, I go by they them now. It was more of a recent thing, so I'm not necessarily crazy about like everyone like referring to me by they them pronouns, but yeah. I don't know. I guess I've just been like looking at myself recently, and I'm just like man, I really don't identify. Man, I really don't. I identify too heavily with being a dude, do I? I mean, I've had like a lot of it. Like, I've had. I mean, for most of my life, I've been like demasculated by my family for being like emotional, and certain female peers over that, right? Like I remember one time when I was 11 or something, and like my dad wasn't picking up his phone, and he was taking forever to come home, right? Um, like one of my female friends at the time like got mad at me for like being so worried. It's like, dude, stop calling. She said, dude, stop calling him. Like, is he gonna change your diaper or something? Like, man up. And I'm like, dude, like it's. And admittedly, yeah, it was a bit of an overreaction to just like him not being in the house, but I don't know. I just don't really. And obviously there's like, and obviously like gender identity is more like nuanced and complicated than just being like, oh, you know, being told to just, like, you know, play your gender or whatnot, but I don't know. I just don't really think, like, being, like, a dude completely is just me, you know? I don't know. It's just a little weird. I was like, I'm not even still, like, mad about that anymore, but my wife's warming an egg at the hot springs. That's what she said. She left 2 Pokemon at the daycare. They discovered that egg. What does the egg hatch into? Yeah, my life is messed up. You would prefer it, but you wouldn't crash out about it. You would prefer it, but you wouldn't crash out about it? Yeah. Let me see this. Oh, why not? Okay. Egg in Larvage Town, Emerald. The first egg is a Wynot. The second egg is a Togepi. Okay. I mean, it kind of ruins the surprise if I know, like, what the egg hatches into ahead of time. Yeah. Interesting question. Cat girls, bunny girls. I never really felt too strongly about cat girls, weirdly enough. I mean, I think I answered this question on, like, another stream, but... And I think I answered cat girls last time, but I honestly don't really feel strongly about any of those archetypes of, like, girls. Though I'm really trying to think... I mean, I do like Kirara and, like, Diona from Genshin, so I guess cat girls would be, like, the strongest. I guess. Yeah, I'll be completely honest, I really, like, do not want... I really don't feel like fighting, like, any of the trainers in that gym, but I'm probably gonna have to do it for the experience. Yeah, and so that, like, and so that... Okay. I'm probably gonna be, like, relying on, like, Spirit's ability a lot. Damn, Lyron's kind of fast, honestly. Excuse me. Ah, I got attacked. Okay. Color change, okay. Alright, and then we finish you off. Is that a shiny Kecleon? Fuck. No. No, I will let Lyron finish this. I will let Titanium finish this off. I was blinded because of the sweat in my eyes. Okay. Yeah. Also, figured you might like Ravenson. I hate male stereotypes as well. Yeah. I'm actually really nervous about like the upcoming battle because like I think Flannery is actually pretty strong, is actually like a pretty strong trainer, all things considered. Like, yeah, she might be a bit like nervous in terms of just like she might be a bit nervous just like in terms of just like, I guess, fitting the role of just like that, the fire type trainer, but fuck. I don't know. I fought her in like a ROM hack, and yeah, Flannery can be pretty strong, but then again, that ROM hack had like, it gave Roxanne an Aerodactyl, which I remember when I was younger, I gave myself like a challenge to just like, I remember when I was younger, I gave myself like a challenge to just goon to every to every female like gym leader and Elite Four member ever. I do not regret that. Letting that be known now. All right, I'm actually kind of nervous because well, she's most likely gonna send out her. I actually have a glitched amount of coins from the game corner, and I probably should have like gotten flamethrower. Got caught gooning. Ah, yes, they're including World Crest for the. Yeah. 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 Hey, Thanos. Yeah. I'm actually gonna react to. I'm actually planning to react to Traveler X Ang on stream, and then like make an edited down video of the VOD. Puny trainer. I have been entrusted with the. No, wait. I'm Flannery, the gym leader here. Don't underestimate me though. I've been a leader for a gym only for a short time, but with the skills I inherited from my grandfather, I shall, demonstrate the hot moves. Dude. I love her personality so much. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, well, her its special attack is gonna go down, so it's probably... Okay, okay. Ugh. Don't die, Pookie. Okay. It probably did that to increase the power of its next overheat. No, it didn't. Okay. I mean, its next overheat wouldn't really do anything. Yeah. I think I have enough calm minds. Oh my god. Camera upped. I'm actually really scared of camera upped. Yeah, that's why. Oh, I'm not so scared anymore. Okay. Is it going to be... Okay, then there's Torkoal. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Thaddeum's probably the only mon I have that's equal to him in strength. No, it's not. Okay. Overheat, and that's going to... Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. And that's what I also figured. Okay. Oh. It's probably not going to do much, but I'm going to go for the Ember anyway. Okay. I'm actually going to use a revive. I feel like if Pookie just had like one more... I feel like if Pookie just had like one more Calm Mind setup, it would have been able to one-shot. Or if Pookie was just a Gardevoir in general. Okay. I actually want to get like some hits in before completely nuking it with yeah, before completely nuking it with Psychic. Fuck. Please be a crit. It was not a crit. Alright, Green Tea, please finish this. Please, please. I don't trust nature's power, bro. Not in this scenario. I do not trust nature's power. That one Mon completely turned the tide of Torkoal like it was almost a clean sweep until Torkoal came out. Every Genshin player will be streaming that shit just like Sonic. Okay, yeah. Sorry for the massive comment. Its tone. The video agitated me. I mean, I get it. Yeah. Though when looking at my video in general, I think I don't know. I think I antagonized Candy a bit too much. Hey, Rin, it's been a while. Decent collection. Go goggles. Yeah. Norma is going to kill me. But don't worry about it because I'm going to kill Brawly first. Yeah. I actually did not do Brawly's fight at all. I just completely skipped him. I don't know. I kind of wanted to just do something to just like break away from the linearity of a Pokemon game. Though I did hear that like in one of the Pokemon games nowadays you can just like go like whatever order you want, which I don't know how true that is. Yeah, so let's go eviscerate what should have been... Oh, Dewford. Yeah, let's go eviscerate what should have been my second gym battle, but is actually my fourth. And I stay on the bike. Was I just on the bike the whole time? Dude, it's like bullying children. So, there what? I mean, I technically shouldn't even be fighting like any of the trainers. I'm actually killing him. They're gonna do a detect. I know they are. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay. Though I did miss out on some experience by not fighting some of the other trainers. That's okay, though. Yeah, because I'm not... Right, because I'm not being, like, a filthy cheater and, like, using experience anymore. No, experience. Because I'm not being a filthy cheater and using rare candies anymore. I only did that to get all my mounts to level 20. Alright. Damn. Bettelberg. We can just go straight to Norman. Let's see. Clean sweep? Clean sweep! Let's see. Oh, shit. How bad is nature powered? I have only ever played X and Y. Nature power kind of, like, changes depending on, like, the situation, but... In one of the areas I've been to, it changed into stun spore, and I didn't know what nature's power was going to change into when I was like in a gym. So yeah. What do you think of long hair syndrome? I don't know. To be fair, you don't make accusations like Candy did and expect people to react rationally. Yeah. You're speed running it. Bro, I thought that said Moika for a hot moment. I'm too Genshin brained. Yeah. I think of Genshin a lot too, I'm not gonna lie. Norman's gym. Dear old dad. It is not gonna be a clean sweep because I don't know. Yeah, Delcatty's faster. Kinda love. Oh. Liz can learn to bulk up naturally. Double kick has came in pretty handy, but I think it's time to just sort of let that move go at this point. Yeah, I really shouldn't have taught Rock Smash to freaking General So. Something that I'm planning to do is I don't know. I've been thinking about I don't know. I guess just I've been thinking about just like Natlin more. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And specifically that one scene where like Malwika said, "Oh, there's an all-time shortage on pyro energy." And I've kind of just been like thinking like, okay, that's the obvious reason why Traveler couldn't resonate with pyro within the Archon quests. But I don't know. Like I'm just thinking, okay, is that the reason why there aren't a lot of pyro vision wielders aside from Atea in the Natlan Archon quest, right? And could that explain, right, because the pyro energy was just like being used to keep the ley lines in order, could that explain why a vast majority of characters typically don't have the elements of their native region, except for Sumeru, right? Because most of the time, whenever a playable character, I guess, right, because the vast majority of the time, like, most of the playable characters that come out of a region, they do not, they do not, like, match, like, that region's element, aside from, you know, Sumeru. But that was mostly because, like, from a marketing standpoint, like, there were a lot of, like, Sumeru was a new region, right? And if they gave us, like, other element of units... Damn, this nigga is just in love! If they gave us, like, other elements of units, rather than just, and, like, did what they did for, like, the early game, right? You know, we wouldn't really get as much... Bro. Why does this... Well, who even has you smiling like that? Okay. We are going to do the slow burn approach. Shedinja has no gender at all. Okay. I forgot they had Shadow Ball. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna lose here. Don't die. Thank you. I only won because of the recoil damage. Okay. I realize now I probably should have kept double kick. Okay. A single Wigglytuff giving me, like, that much trouble. I honestly should have kept it in my, like, green playthrough. But if the element native to a region is like what's being used the most, then that would explain why, like, in terms of, like, elemental distribution of visions, like, most characters don't get, like, their nation's element, because that nation's element is mostly being used for that specific nation's ley lines. Or just, like, to defend, like, that nation from, like, abyssal energy, you know, which is the main function of elemental energy, right? So the reason why you don't see a lot of, like, animo units in Monsa is because, well, a lot of animo energy is already, like, being used there. And I guess a lore reason for Sumeru would just be, oh hey, you know, Nikita being new. And I guess just the whole epidemic with forbidden knowledge. With, like, Nikita being new and, like, the sickness that was happening with Erminsul at the time. Like, the land couldn't necessarily flourish with Dendro, so, you know, I guess there was just a lot of Dendro to go around at the time. And also because, like, of, like, Nikita's, like, power at the time. I don't know. It's just a very interesting thing. That failed miserably. Yeah. Throw double kick or something else? I can't wait for the anime. Yeah. It's so ufotable. No. A vs Traveler is going to be litty. It will. Well, do you hear about shonen fans hating on Mushoku Tensei? Can't we all agree animes are just good no matter what genre? Yeah, sure. If Aang wins, I expect you to throw the book at Death Battle. I like Genshin. I like Avatar. But I know who I want to win. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, if the pyro... I don't really... Like, we don't really know the nature of, like, vision distribution. But if it's anything like I'm thinking of it, then... I guess... Well, no, because, like, an Archon's power is, like... An Archon's contracted to give their power to, like, an individual, right? So it's probably not necessarily that, right? But it's just, like, a fun thought experiment. Though then again, like, A doesn't really... There's a voice line with A where you say, oh, hey, no new Electrovisions were given out. A completely, like, acts like she does not know what she's talking about. But I think Uvula, like, sets it straight that the Archons are obligated to give, like, their power to Celestia. But then that wouldn't really explain, like, how Wanderer would have gotten his vision, right? Because, well, you know, Venti didn't have his Gnosis, and without their Gnosis, and without his Gnosis, he can't really connect to Celestia, so he can't really, like, fulfill that part of the agreement. Yeah. So I think it just has, like, more to do with just, like the ley lines in general. Like, just the ley lines in general. And the Gnosis are just, I don't know. Just pillars. And just, like... I don't know, they're just pillars or something. Because the Archons really don't, like, care about being Archons anymore. Bro, I have a Google Doc full of anime. Though I use dubs. A is just A. Message out from you. She's just very autistic and doesn't understand things. True. Very much true. Yeah. I really like this background. At first I wasn't really going to I wasn't really going to use this background because, well, obviously with my character, it kind of bleeds into everything, but I don't know, there's just something so comforting about just seeing, right? Because it reminds me of, like, when I used to do, like, Yandere Simulator streams and just, like, the nostalgia blast I have there. So just, like, seeing a gif of snow falling, like, at a cityscape, something about it just feels so nostalgic and just, I just love it so much. Yeah, but speaking about Natlin, I've actually been thinking about making a series of videos where, because I'm replaying Genshin on, like, another account, like, I made another account on Genshin, and I'm replaying through there. I actually skipped to the Natlin story in one of those accounts, so I'm actually tempted to, like, make a video called, was Natlin really that bad? Was Natlin really... I should, like, do a parody of, like, Candy's video. Was Natlin that weird and bad? And where I just, like, go over just, like, each act of the Natlin Archon quest. And, like, I make a video of each act of the Natlin Archon quest. I do think Ecchi is making a comeback. Yeah. They were gone for about a decade. Yeah. I think the last, like, good Ecchi anime that I watched was Gushing Over Magical Girls. I really do hope that gets a season 2. Like, most Ecchi series, like, from what I understand, don't get a season 2, but, you know, I should probably just read the manga and shut the fuck up. Do you know MHA and, I'm guessing, All For One did to Shigaraki? Do you think Dottore would do the same if given the chance? Oh, most definitely. Yeah. I mean, he technically did the same to, like, Scaramouche. Like, All For One and Dottore are pretty similar. Like, they're both evil masterminds that, like, manipulated, like, what would soon be like their protege or like workmate, they basically like manipulated certain factors of their life so they would give in to the dark side, and you know, they can more easily use them. So, you know, I I really think that he would have done the same thing. Oh, a tourist played ZZZ for a minute. Saw the banner. Saw the banner of Nora and Sana and uninstalled. Yeah. Real people remember High School DxD. I think I watched like an episode of that. You want to know something that you want to know an anime that I should really watch? You want to know an anime that I really want to watch? Death Note. I really want to watch Death Note. Right? And like okay, I know how it ends, but I just want to see like the process of like, bro, how do you even get there? Like, how does things like even get there? Dude, OFA literally orchestrated Tomura's birth. True. All according to Kikado. Yeah. I think Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid came out with a movie sometime. Yeah. I don't know how it ends. Okay, well, I'm not gonna spoil it here. Dude. Yeah. Also, speaking of anime, look, I understand. Oh, there's a musical. Okay. I understand that Solo Leveling is just power fantasy slop. I get that, but it's a fun watch at the very least. Like I understand that there aren't much stakes in Solo Leveling and that it can be shallow for most people's standards, but it is definitely a fun watch. I don't know. It's one of those times where watching Solo Leveling is one of those times where I can actually just like turn my brain off and just like enjoy it. I love slop when I turn my brain off, yeah. I tend to enjoy a lot of like power fantasy stuff. Just turn your brain off, don't think and enjoy it, yeah. And I feel the same way like every time like I read like overpowered, like if the protagonist from this anime or game was overpowered, kind of fan fictions. Though I don't read, I mostly listen to them because of like text to speech. I have a text to speech app and I just like listen to like the words being said on my phone rather than actually reading them. But fuck. I like turning my brain off and enjoy. I like power fantasy animes. Sometimes, like when you can turn your brain off and enjoy them. I still haven't watched like season 2 of Boku no Hero, right? Because when I was younger, I watched the first season and I just immediately skipped to the part where Deku can just control One for All. I don't know. I just couldn't appreciate it at the time. Also, something else I couldn't appreciate was the Sumeru Archon quest from Genshin. Right? Like I remember like my initial playthrough and like not really feeling anything like during Act 1 and like because I didn't really immerse myself in it and like I kind of just saw it as like, oh, we interact with an NPC that's gonna die, and like I didn't really fully appreciate like the time they took to flesh out like Dunyarzad. But looking back on it now and now realizing, hey, no, like this character is like pretty important. I actually really enjoy, well, not enjoy, like I'm actually willing to go back to Sumeru and like fully immerse myself. I don't know. The first time I was playing Genshin, I was kind of half paying attention to a lot of the plot. I'm not gonna lie. It was especially true, like, during Fontaine, because, okay, most of the Sumeru stuff I could not keep up with, but, like, once we got to the Fortress of Meripede, oh my god. Oh my god. I just wanted to play through that quest line. And just, like, move on. Because, holy fuck. Did that part drag so much. Yeah. Izuku overpowered from birth. AUs. Don't forget its cousin's sister leveling. I've seen YouTube shorts of that. The ending overshadowed by how tedious Sumeru was. Just like Fontaine. I guess, yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm getting MMDs of characters dancing like Nicole Rain and ZZD in Nicole's clothes. Wow. Okay. I used to really... Speaking of MMDs, when I was younger and I still liked Yandere Simulator... Dude, Yandere Simulator was like my entire life up until college. That's crazy. When I was still like avidly like watching Yansum content, I remember just like seeing like videos of like MMD animations of Yansum characters, and like they're animated over like Vine sounds. Dude, that was such a nice time in my life. Remember all the Queen Card MMDs for Genshin? I've actually never watched those. It's weird, but I'm not one to say no. Yeah. It's crazy to think that all that stuff with like Yondev happened like 3 years ago. And the game is still not finished. I probably should stop saying it, right? Because at this point, I'm just beating a dead horse, but, like, okay, he's finding new voice actors, and, like, he's going back and, like, polishing, like, old weeks, and I'm like, dude, we didn't come here for that shit. I don't know. God, I remember like it was yesterday. Such a chillax stream. I remember like it was yesterday. Yeah. But I was wildin', like, when I first heard those allegations. I did not want to believe it was true. Right? Because he already, like, knew that, like, people had it out for him and thought that he was a pedophile. Why would he just, like, engage in that conversation? Like, even when listening to the audio logs, why would he, like, engage? That doesn't make any sense. Learn to build B+ game first, then do the rest. Yeah. B+ game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, like, he keeps trying to make, like, Yansum into this AAA thing. Ego? Yeah, probably. And it's like, I actually DM'd him about it, and like he gave me this like long sob story about being lonely and shit, but like his former music composer used to invite him onto streams, and his friends would just like adore him. It's like he had friends that adored him. It's like he was not lonely, he was just horny. Yeah, but Yansum like should not have been a AAA game. Not an excuse, my guy. It's not. It's not. It was just sort of a sob story to just sort of. It was a sob story to butter me up, and it did work because, like a dumbass, I took his defense. But horny on main, yeah, horny on kindergarten. That's not funny. I should not be saying that. This stream has been going on for 2 whole hours. I think I'm getting better at just like streaming for like longer stretches of time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close the stream here. Like, it's been going on for like a whole 2 hours now, and that's just like crazy. I have not streamed like this long in a while. I've been here for half of it. Maybe I was here for the whole thing, but I wanted to surprise you. It's funny when you mock them. Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's just gonna about wrap up the stream for tonight. I'm not sure if the next stream is going to be related to the death battle, but yeah. Good stream, my man. Have a pleasant time. You too. Thanks for being here.